Hello and welcome back to Technical Tales Agrarian Skies. Well, as you can see, I have been busy grinding gravel for metal. I will so look forward to when I can automate this. Now, I rearranged the cobble generator using a design that Madman pointed me to. Basically, the water is back there, flows this way and then that way. The lava is there. And it means more of the blocks actually reach me. I put a bit of obsidian underneath, that way I can just hold down the mouse button. Whether I'm doing the hammer for the gravel or pick for cobblestone, I can just stand here and hold the mouse button down. So I can be watching videos and stuff while I'm doing it. Let me just put a little more cobble in here. Basically, I keep cooking up the lava. At the moment, I've got the crucible over the lava there. Apparently, putting it over burning netherrack is the fastest way to do it. I want to make sure that that's full of fuel. And it is. So, yeah, lots of metal. What else have I done? I have expanded my tree farm quite a bit. See here, we've got some peaches growing. Here we've got some pomegranates. So, plenty of food. Oh, that's bread. I was going to actually eat a pomegranate. And I planted my rubber trees. Got them all here, so I can collect myself rubber, because I'm going to need that. And this thing's giving me slime. As far as I can tell, one of those things is essentially a slime block. So yeah, so I've expanded this out to 3 rows. Other than that, I have just been getting metal and stuff, really. I added a second layer to the smeltery, so it can hold 18 blocks. It's probably all I need for now. So I have been raring to get on with this. I keep having to force myself to not fulfill missions when I'm not recording. I am really addicted to this. It's great fun, even if I'm just grinding materials out while watching videos in the background. It's a great way to pass the time. But I am looking forward to making some progress today. So, rather than smelt piecemeal, I tend to just throw all the gravel stuff in here, sort it out, and then when one of these piles gets nice and big, like with the iron or the copper, then I can process it then. In order to automate this process, in order to automate the sieving, I need an autonomous activator, and that requires 2 diamonds. I've got the 2 emeralds it needs, which is a little annoying, because, I mean, the emeralds, that's the rarer drop. But I've sifted stacks of gravel, and I'm just not getting that second diamond. So I'm going to leave it for now. Hopefully I've got enough materials to do some missions. And then we can see whether or not they give us anything useful. So let's take a look in the book. Right. So, we've done most of this casting call. To create more powerful tools and weapons, you need to make casts for forming molten metal into tool parts. Use the wooden patterns to make stone parts of the tool pieces you wish to make casts of. Yeah. So, I made an ingot cast. Basically, I just had to put a brick there and then pour stuff over it. That way I could get out single units of metal. But if we're going to make ourselves... The other thing that mission wanted was a pickhead cast. So, I'm using this stuff here. It's made of aluminum brass. So, I'll melt one in there ready. And I think I made myself a flint axe pickhead. So that's going to form the mould once this thing melts. Then we'll be able to make that, and that will fulfill that mission. It also means I can start making myself metal picks and so on. At the moment I'm using this one that's made of netherrack. It's relatively quick, but a metal one would be even quicker. Right, so with that in place, we can pour the mould round it. There we go. So if I was to place that there and pour metal in, I would get myself a a pickaxe head. Excellent. That should have been this mission complete. It is. Okay, you're going to give me a full guard cast. Okay, so I'll be able to make myself a sword if I want. You're giving me a boat? But there's no water here. That's weird. A quarter of a heart. Okay, single-use safari net, liquid slime bucket, and a reward bag. Oh, this one's tricky. What's liquid slime? I mean, I've got a tree out there that's giving me slime. Liquid slime bucket. Any uses for... Oh, any uses for that? Fluid registry. What's the use of liquid slime? And this is liquid blue slime. Okay, what is blue slime and is it any use to me? I'm trying to work out which of these things I should go with. Florb. Slime tool rod. Florb. What is florb and why would I want it? Okay. Because the slime tree is giving me these things, congealed green slime and gelatinous slime. Which I can turn into congealed blue slime. The reward bag, though, is a bit random. Often the reward bag isn't actually anything that useful. And I'm not sure what use a single-use safari net will be. They're quite easy to make. I'm going to go with the liquid slime bucket just because I'm not sure whether or not it is something I'm really going to want. Okay, it's a boat with feather falling 5 on it. Weird. That might come up in a future mission. Right, we've got another quarter of a heart. So we actually have enough there for an extra life, but I've got 5, so I don't feel that I'm in that much of a rush to do that. Okay, has that opened up anything else? It's automatic. Eventually you may get tired of moving water around in buckets. Okay, I haven't been doing that much moving of water. An aqueous accumulator can produce water very slowly out of thin air. Place a source block on at least 2 sides to speed up the water production and then use ducts to move it where it needs to go. A sprinkler from open blocks can be placed on top of an aqueous accumulator to hydrate and fertilize farms. That's useful. As you get tired of sifting by hand, try using autonomous activators to do your clicking for you. Yes, I know, but I need diamonds. Placing up to 3 facing the sieve and set them to right-click mode. Yep, fill the inventory with the blocks you want to sift, then walk away. Okay, so this is automating stuff, and I can't do this until I can make an autonomous activator. And let me just show you the recipe for autonomous activators. Autonomous activator. 2 emeralds, 2 diamonds. That is not easy. Emeralds are the rarest drop, and I found 2 of those already, so that's something. I mean, because once I get 1, then I should be able to process through relatively quickly and get another one. Right. So we can't do that mission yet. Now we can do this one, which is moving molten metals. Fluid ducts from thermal expansion can be used to pull molten metals out of the smeltery and into casting basins or tables. Using a redstone signal, you can toggle the fluid duct on and off. Alternatively, you can attach a servo to the fluid duct and set the fluid duct to ignore redstone signal. In this state, the fluid duct will just keep pouring molten metal from the smeltery drain into the casts. Advanced automation can be done with multiple drains, fluid duct basins, and whitelisting various molten metals. Okay, well let's build this, because I think we can do that. Fluid duct and a pneumatic servo. got me a pneumatic servo. And the other one's pretty cheap as well, just lead and a bit of copper. And that gets me 6 fluiducts. Excellent. Now, I'm not going to use them quite yet. I sort of want to use them when I move my crucible over to this area here. And then I'll use it to get the lava automatically into there. So once I'm automating everything else, this thing won't run out of lava. So for now, let's just complete this, claim our reward, which includes a reward bag. Ooh, a sword of splintering. Interesting. What does that do? Okay, stonebound, skill level clumsy, haha, shift for stats. Okay, so it's a wooden sword, it attack 3 hearts, plus 5 damage. It's a sword. The hatchet, though, seems just about as good. Although I can parry with the sword. I can do that and defend myself. Can't do that with a hatchet. So I've got a sword, which is good because we're going to start messing with mobs soon. Okay. Did that open anything else? No. So that's just moving the molten metals, and that's automating stuff. Now, the aqueous accumulator, I think I can make, and a vacuum hopper. I don't think those are too bad. Aqueous accumulator, buckets and glass, another pneumatic servo, a machine frame that's just some gold and steel. Or gold and iron, luckily, because I don't have any steel yet. That's doable. And a vacuum hopper. Ender pearl. Okay, I don't have any ender pearls yet, so I can't be doing that one. I'm probably doing that one, but let's just have a quick look here. There's something here called steel-powered flight, which sounds interesting. Tougher metals and a steady source of power is needed to ensure our future society is safe and warm. Steelworks. Pour molten seared stone over the materials and me book in a casting table to make the steelwork guidebook. Molten seared stone. I've got seared bricks, but not seared stone. Okay, I melt seared bricks, and that's going to get me seared stone. Fair enough. So let's melt this. And what was that book? Materials and me book. So if I wasn't needing the materials and me book. Okay, there's materials and you book. Did you mean that one? I assume they do, because I am not seeing a materials and me book in this thing. So I can make a new one if I need to, just with a blank pattern and some paper, so I can risk this materials and you book. Which one was it? Yeah, I don't think I need that, so let's put it there. Apparently, we've got some seared stone. That just vanished. Oh, what's that? Oh, that was the quest book, which has now also vanished. Something a bit glitchy going on. I'm losing books. And the seared stone went away. Let me try relogging. Okay, those books are just gone. I don't know what went wrong. I made some more. They're both very easy to make. Even the quest book is nice and cheap. So let's try this once more. Materials are new. We pour that over the top. There's still a little bit of seared stone left, and that now looks like the thing I want. And it just vanishes. It like flies over there and goes. That is not good. I think I may have to cheat one. I mean, you know, you guys all saw me do it. It just isn't working. Okay, this is quite serious. I just ran the command and gave myself one, and it flickered and vanished in the same way as it did there. I'm going to have to look this up on the net, see if other people have had this problem. It's the one problem with this, the one issue with this map, is it does seem a little buggy. Well, will you look at that? The bookbinder. Because I had the bookbinder on me, it sucked up every copy of every book I picked up. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay. Well, I'll leave one in the bookbinder and we'll put the bookbinder away. Oh, that is just... And apparently the bookbinder will suck in books even if it's in a chest 20 blocks away. So that's why it happened even before I picked the bookbinder up. Okay, well, let's take a quick look at this. I won't read it now because, you know, that's on camera, but obviously it's about making this thing, a high oven, which I think triples ore output. So basically putting ore in the smeltery is giving me double the metals. I think if you make a high one, you get more than that. So let's manually detect that now. Yellorium dust or graveyard soil. Interesting. Yellorium dust or graveyard soil. I think once again I have to check if there's any way to make these. Yellorium dust. Yellorite. I have not seen any yellorite anywhere. Nether uranium ore. But you can make it using tin and sulfur. Apparently there's a chance of getting it from sifting sand, which I've not been doing. I've only been doing gravel because it's the best way to get the metals. Okay, and the other one was graveyard dust. Graveyard soil. Dirt, rotten flesh and bone meal. That's easy to make. Well, I'm going to be making a mob farm soon, so I should have plenty of rotten flesh. I've got plenty of bone meal, and dirt is... Well, it's not dirt cheap, but I've got quite a bit of it now. So, I think I'm going to go with the Yellorium. Claim reward. We also got 16 scorched bricks, which are presumably what we need to make the make that thing. Let's check out this reward bag. Ooh, creepy dolls. Now I know that you can combine these creepy dolls and the angry dolls with other things and basically create a mob spawn egg. So I should, you know, for example, be able to spawn myself an Enderman. Then if I had a reusable safari net, I could capture him. And then if I had a Mine Factory reloaded auto spawner, I could spawn Enderman and thus farm Ender pearls, which are very useful. So those are definitely something we want to put away safe. I'm just going to throw the stuff in here that I don't need at this moment. I'm going to put scorched bricks there. So, did that open up anything else in this area? Yes, the high oven hijinks. A high oven is the only thing that can turn iron into steel. Okay, I think I'm going to wait a bit on that. So, I don't want to get into bees and trees or magic yet. I need to sort of automate my basic resource production, I think, before I get that far. So we're going to go back to the learning to skyblock one. And I think we're doing this one. While sifting dirt may have gotten some grass seeds. If not, keep sifting. I've got four grass seeds. Create a platform at least 6 by 6 out of dirt 24 to 30 blocks away from your base. And plant the grass seed on one of the blocks. Wait for passive mobs to spawn. In a different area, create a mob spawner at least 35 blocks away from your base. And dark for spawning and killing hostile mobs for their body parts. Rotten meat can be composted into dirt. Bone meal is also very useful. Once you have a cow, you can place a bucket of milk in a barrel of water to create slime. If you have not gotten a rubber seed, you can then get rubber. Yeah, so I need rotten flesh and a bone. 10 bones. I need 10 of each in order to prove that I've done this. And that's the awful one. So that sort of indicates that I should be making the mob farm first. So I'm going to have to think about this. There's something called a fan. I just saw Ether use it, to be honest. Is it in this version? I am not seeing it. I'm still getting the occasional mob spawn. And I'm not sure where from. Oh, he was up there. That's very strange. Now, I've got F7 pressed, so if there's a spawnable space, it should be marked. I wonder if it's the very top of the roof. I mean, I was redirecting this river, and I had a creeper blow up on me. My heart beat so fast. I thought I was a goner. Let me see if I can have a quick look up here. Because it's important to know if there's anywhere mobs can be spawning from. See, this is half slabs. So they can't spawn there. Yep, this is where the mobs have kept appearing that have been killing me and scaring me and so on and so forth. Okay. So I'm working on a mob spawning platform over there. I've come up with a design that I think will be upgradable. So at the moment it will be a very basic design with manual collection and stuff like that. But in the future I should be able to expand it to use the automatic stuff. And once I get Minecraft Mine Factory reloaded auto spawners, I should just be able to put one of those in there. And the idea is that it'll all be sort of there. That's where the mobs are going to be spawned. Okay, I think I'm done. I think I've got a working basic mob spawner, hostile mob spawner. Oh, that was dumb. And I just need a few more of these conveyor belts. Now, normally in a mob spawner in Minecraft, you use water streams to move the mobs around. But the problem with using water streams is Endermen will teleport away. But I don't think they will teleport away from a conveyor belt. So let me just show you what it is I've done. So I've made this platform over here. Now, I've just put a single spawning layer up there with four 4x4 platforms. So the spawning space is not high, but of course I'm on a map here where things cannot spawn anywhere else. And this is only temporary. Once I get a Mine Factory reloaded auto spawner, it can just go in this room here. I can basically just add walls and then that's where the mobs will spawn, and all this stuff up here won't really be needed anymore. So let us see whether or not we can get these things working. Now, I don't have the rubber hammer, which is what you use for turning these round. Let's do the one here last. So we're going to start with this one over here. Yep, I think I've got to do it this way. Now, mobs will not spawn on these conveyor belts, so we're going to have to get them to spawn up there, and then hopefully they will walk along and fall down. Oops, this is quite awkward, because of course I'm getting caught on the conveyor belts myself. Oh, okay. This might, I might have to go round and round in circles a few times to get those final ones in. Unless I can place them from up here. If I do this... Okay, that works. That one didn't. This is when I wish I had the rubber hammer, because... Okay, I can just pick it up. The rubber hammer would let me turn it round. Hopefully I can finish these off. Yeah, if I'm back far enough. The ceiling is 3 high because I want Enderman to spawn. And I've made these 3 wide so I can deal with spiders. So hopefully I will be able to capture spiders as well. There we go. So, mobs won't spawn here when I'm in the area, because mobs will only spawn when you're a certain distance away from them. Ah. So let's hit those things. Okay. It's getting a bit too much light from down there, I think. It's probably that torch there. Or it might just be the torches opposite. No, there we go. Okay, so the moment I do that, then those become full spawning platforms. Get those torches back. So the idea is that the mobs will go boom ba dum ba dum and fall down here. Now obviously eventually I'm going to want a Mine Factory Reloaded grinder, because that's something which will kill mobs and pick up their drops. So for now though, I discovered there's this thing called punji sticks. Now punji sticks is just 5 sugarcane, and you can get up to 5 of them in a single space. So hopefully I've got enough here. And basically they do damage like cactus. They do damage like cactus, but they don't damage blocks. Oh. Now, is that one that's damaging me, or the ones above me? Because I put them at this height. Yep, okay, I can walk underneath them. So they won't damage items, apparently. So if I throw... Will items fall through, though? Well, they are so far. Suppose for now I can just jump up and collect the stuff. Not ideal, but it'll do for the moment. Come on, can I get some more of these up there? So walking about, I don't collect them, but if I jump, I do. That'll do. So, I'm pretty certain I'm safe from mobs spawning everywhere else. It is just up there. They said to build it at least 35 blocks away, and the reason they did that is because mobs will not spawn without that. Now I could go F3 and check the entity count. And we'll have to see whether or not anything appears. Oh, okay, there you go. You can see on the radar screen, if you look in the top left, is there a way I can zoom that? Controls. Zoom is Z. Oh no, okay. What I wanted was a full screen. Controls X for full screen map. And the mobs do not show on it. Okay, so I'm seeing lots of mobs, but are any of them actually falling onto those sticks and doing the grinding? Or are they just standing completely stationary on those platforms? Okay. They aren't going to come down until I appear. That's actually pretty good, because it means that, you know, it'll build them up. I've got to make sure I stay out of range. Because if those guys get a good enough shot at me... There's one more creeper. See if we can lure him down. Well, that's 3 bones. No rotten flesh. No rotten flesh? Because if you remember, I needed 10 of each. Let's go away and do that again, because I want to be able to complete that mission. Got to make sure I don't starve. Now, if I get a series of trapdoors and put them along the edges of the platforms, that might trick them into walking off even when I'm not there. I think that's the first of my thing. Yep, even the spiders die. But, oh, okay, see, the spiders are the only ones that have a chance to get out of there. But they'll be severely weakened by the punji sticks. Okay, 5 rotten flesh, 5 bones. I need 10 of each. Also getting some arrows. So, it works. If you have any suggestions for improvements, I think the main improvement is putting in trapdoors along the edges of all the platforms. Basically, if you have a trapdoor there and leave it open, it tricks the mobs into thinking it's solid ground. That way we should have a continuous stream of them falling down when I'm not there. And whenever I want any mob drops, I can just walk up and collect the stuff. Now I realise that without a vacuum tube... Spider eye. Okay, that without a vacuum tube, drops will despawn, but I can live with that for now. The only other thing I should maybe do is put another row of those sharpened sticks around the outside, sort of up to the ceiling, in order to contain the spiders as well. Need 1 more zombie flesh. Oh, fire bat. That isn't good, considering that I'm surrounded by wood. Yeah, I need to surround that with more spiked sticks. Make sure stuff like that doesn't happen. Hopefully the fire bat will just fly away and despawn. Meanwhile, I'm going to get a whole load of these. Okay, the fire bat appears to have gone. There's just a lot of zombies up there now, which is good, because that's what I want. So I'm thinking I should just be able to do... That's in the wrong place. I want to do it. Got to click on the side of something, I think. I can work on that. Of course, zombie flesh can be composted to make dirt. You can also eat it in a pinch. There's one there with angry eyes. Do you want to come down and kill me? No? Okay. Right, well, let us complete this quest. Or at least the first step of it, I think. Hand items or fluids in. Okay, so I'm going to lose 10 rotten flesh and 10 bone. Manual submit. Okay, I've got some potion flasks. I get a single-use fiery net, quarter of a heart, and a reward bag. And that is it. Okay, I thought there might be another stage to this. Now, we haven't done the 6x6 one in order to get friendly mobs, like animal cows and sheep and so on. So I will do that next, although I might do that off camera, seeing as it is just building a flat platform and putting some grass on it. This opened up 3 more. We must go deeper once. Getting rubbery and the pastoral life. We'll have a look at those in the next episode. For now, let's just open up this reward bag. Well, let's empty my inventory a little bit, and then we'll open up the reward bag. A wood golem. Interesting. I'm not sure a wood golem is much use without a Thaumcraft wand, although I might be able to make one of those relatively cheaply. Now, of course, a wood golem, his job is to pick up items that are on the floor, which means he might be useful around there. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Sorry I've been a bit lackluster. I'm tired from the last few days. And building that took a lot longer than I thought it would. Trying to work out a design which I liked and that sort of stuff. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.